There isn't a single party out there that is quite like a Mario Party. What can I say? I really enjoy this series of games. Each one is much different than the last, but one thing stays consistent, and that's that they all offer their own brand of enjoyability, including the latest installment on the Switch, Super Mario Party, which technically is Mario Party 11. Funnily enough, Mega Man 11 was released on that same week. But one thing's for sure, I just can't get enough of those minigames. And Super Mario Party's selection of minigames are pretty great in my book. Not the best, but surely far from the worst. But this list will be about my top 5 best minigames, or at least what I think are the best. The ones that are my favorite is what I'm saying, so you know the drill, there's criteria to this. Well, actually not really, except that as long as it's a minigame found in Super Mario Party, it counts. I will, however, be excluding all of the rhythm minigames, since they're all relatively the same. So without further ado, let's get into this countdown. Everybody loves pie, so everyone should love this minigame. Pie Heart has you pair up with another player as you engage in a battle against the 2 other players throwing cream pies at them. It's like a homage to that Three Stooges episode. What's cool is you can carry 2 pies at a time so that you can have a better chance of hitting your opponents, and you can even see the mess you leave behind with every throw. The game can be kind of a struggle as you constantly have to go back to grab pies, which leaves you vulnerable, and aiming your throws can be somewhat tricky. But ultimately, Pie Hard is a wonderful, and not to mention delicious experience. Also, I better go ahead and get this out there.
I shower you with coconut cream pies.
Remember that minigame from Mario Party 1 and 2, Bumper Balls? Well, here in Super Mario Party, it's back, and cranked up to 11. Get it? Because it's technically Mario Party 11? No? Well anyway, instead of 4 players trying to knock each other down while balancing on giant circus balls, it's 16 players, 2 teams of 8, trying to knock each other down while inside modified hamster balls. 16 people at once. That alone makes it better than the original, not to mention a lot more chaotic. And what's more, is that you can charge the ball up for a boost, which makes knocking opponents out of the ring much easier. You know what that means, right? Getting ties are less likely to happen. I said getting ties are less likely to happen.
Finish! It's a tie!
Ugh, never mind. Darn computers. Anyway, this is by far my favorite of the Ally minigames, so don't expect to be seeing any more on this. Out of all the minigames that utilize motion controls, Sizzling Steaks is without a doubt the best minigame of them all. A game where you can bring out your inner Gordon Ramsay and cook a cube of steak. The objective is to fully cook all 6 sides of the steak cube. Now the game states that once you see smoke, then the side you're cooking is finished. While that is true, the best way to tell when it's done is to focus on the rumbling of the Joy-Con. Once it stops, that current side you're cooking is done, and then you flip it. But don't let it slide off or you have to start all over. Believe it or not, the rumbling of the Joy-Con helps make the experience a lot more fun. My first time playing this was a joy and it instantly became a favorite of mine. Also, that steak looks so delicious. Someone needs to recreate it in real life. Three words describe the game Making Faces. Absolutely freaking hilarious. This 2 vs 2 game has you working with another player to put either Mario or Bowser's face together using a crane. One player controls the vertical movements, and the other controls the horizontal. The more you play this minigame, the more you'll realize that it's almost impossible to get the pieces of the face in their accurate positions. But it's not about being perfect, it's about getting the closest to perfect. And I must say, the wrong placements of the eyes and the mouth can be so over the top that the final results end up being so hilarious. And the best part is that each time it's a different hilarious result. I honestly think Mario's face gets the funnier looks, but either way, this minigame is always a good time, and you know you're in for hilarity when this game gets selected. I don't really care about the simplicity of the concept, and I don't really care about the simplicity of the controls. But Slapperazzi manages to win the spot of my favorite minigame out of all the 80 available in Super Mario Party. It manages to be chaotic like Bumper Brawl, and hilarious like Making Faces. But honestly, I don't know why exactly it stands out to me more than the other minigames. I enjoy punching people away from the cameras, and I also enjoy how the pictures end up coming out, which, like Making Faces, it's different and hilarious every time. And I just enjoy how such a simple concept can be something so great. It's always a joy to see this game be the one that's selected out of a small selection of games at random. I even find myself going to free play mode just to play several rounds of this. If you haven't played Super Mario Party yet, I definitely recommend it, as well as this minigame. And that goes for the other games on this list too. But what about the games that I don't recommend? Well, next time I'll do a list for just that. But for now, I am Nintendo222, and those were my top 5 favorite Super Mario Party minigames. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite minigames are, and make sure you leave a like on this video, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.